Ladies and gentlemen, people of the internet, for a second there, I was like, where's my camera? Black Friday, MacBook Airs or MacBook Pros, in general, MacBooks. There's huge sales all the time on these things, but Black Friday is especially big discount time. I was finding Amazon like not so much, and also the availability on Amazon is pretty limited. But if you head over to Best Buy's website, ladies and gentlemen, we got some pretty good deals in my opinion. If you're not a Mac fan, you can just click off this video. That's personally okay, but in my opinion, MacBooks are generally superior laptops than most Windows-based laptops, except for the gaming ones. You can't really game on Mac, so if you're looking for gaming, get a PC or a Windows machine with a dedicated GPU. But if you want something that's going to last a really long time, great battery life, great efficiency, great speed, video editing, photo editing, all that stuff, Mac's probably best for you. And also if you're in the Apple ecosystem, it just makes sense. So if I swap over here, Apple's been releasing a lot of MacBooks recently. And a lot of them offer good value. Like there's trade-offs with all of them, pros and cons. They have this is the model I actually have. The only difference is I have 500 gigs of storage, but this is like the baseline Mac that everyone buys. It's like the most popular because it's so cheap. And it's been this price has been available for so long. Like normally they'll always advertise this price. This is not anything new. It was the same thing last year. It was the same thing year before. They always knock $250 off of it to get you to buy it. But if you're looking for something with a little bit more power, RAM, and also storage, you can bump up to the MacBook Air, either the 13.6 inch or also the 15 inch. This is actually a really good deal in my opinion. If you want to go for the 13.6 inch, the only issue with this is the SSD speed is a little bit slow, but it's sub $1,000 for a solid machine. M2 chip is good. You can't really complain with that. Anything under $1,000 for an Apple laptop is a good deal. Big price difference with the 15 inch. However, you do get 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage. However, if you're already at this price, it probably just makes sense to go to the Pro. Apple is fantastic about having you climb the ladder by just giving you a little bit more. This is the machine I'm going to recommend here. You're probably wondering, or you're probably thinking like, oh, Scott's just going to recommend the latest like MacBook Pro 14-inch. I'm not. I'm going to recommend the MacBook Pro 14-inch, but last year's model because it's such a good deal. M2 Pro chip. So strong, 16 gigs of RAM, solid, 512 gigs of storage, also solid, plenty for most people. 256, too small on a laptop in my opinion. This thing is $400 off. It's normally $2,000. You can get it on sale for $1,600. That's a good price in my opinion. Now you're probably wondering like, why not just get the latest model? Because it's way more expensive. If you go to the M3 Pro chip, and you get 18, it's kind of weird to have 18 gigs of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage, you're paying a lot more money. How much more? $250 more. That's not worth it, in my opinion, for a slight spec bump. And also, if you look, this is $400 off. It's only $150 off. They're not giving you a big savings on that. Here's another MacBook Air 15-inch, just lesser spec. I would not ever buy this. It's not worth it. The specs are just terrible. MacBook Pro 15-inch with more memory and more storage, $1,649. Never buy that. It's not worth it unless you really need a thin and light device that also has a large screen. But I would just go with the Pro model at that point. And then we start getting into the 16-inch MacBook Pros and the spec'd up M3 Pros. Not worth it in my opinion. Now this is the big discrepancy here, so I want you to pay attention again. This is the one that's experiencing a lot of controversy out there, and you can even see it with the reviews. Has less than 5-star reviews. It doesn't even have 4 stars completely. What is this, like 3.9 average? Tell me. $1,449, and I want you to come back to the one I recommended, which was the $1,599. So $1,600 versus $1,450. So it's $150 difference. They're knocking it out. And once again, small price drop. M3 chip, not the Pro, baseline. So the M2 Pro, I don't know this for sure off the top of my head, but I'm like 99% sure the M2 Pro chip is more powerful than the M3 standard. model. 8 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage. And you're missing a port on this device too. You're missing another USB-C port. Little RAM and the same storage, worse processor. In my opinion, it just makes sense to go buy the last year's model. Better build quality with that extra port. Same screen technology. There might be a difference in bright, not entirely sure. But there's it's like such a small price difference, and you're getting like an objectively more powerful machine with more RAM, same storage. It's like, just buy last year's model. It just makes sense. Don't pick this thing up. It's definitely like, it just, I don't know. It's Apple trying to like money grab you and basically pay for less. I don't know. Like it's just not a good value in my opinion. You're stripping away features and charging I don't know, in the hopes that people will go out and buy it. But it's like, you're already paying this much money. Just pay like $150 more and get a more powerful machine from last year. It just makes sense. That's my rant, guys. Don't buy this thing. Don't buy the MacBook Pro 13-inch with the M2 chip. Let me come back here. Guys, that is my objective opinion. What laptop for Black Friday deal? Comment down below if you guys agree. Comment if you disagree. And comment if you're a Windows user and you're mad at me for making Apple laptop videos. So love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. I can't speak. Love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I will see you guys in the next video from Tech with Scott. Peace out, everyone. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching another video on my channel. If you're interested, click over here to subscribe to the channel and click over here for another amazing tech video review / tutorial. And yeah, thanks so much for checking out the channel. Appreciate all you guys. See you in the next video.